They didn't think he was strong enough, didn't think he was fast enough, didn't think he could handle the physicality of the NBA, and they definitely didn't think he would become the most influential player of his generation. But before all of that, before the championships, before the MVPs, before the shots that changed the geometry of the game, Stephen Curry was just a kid trying to prove he belonged, born into basketball, but not handed anything. Yes, his father played in the NBA, but that didn't guarantee him anything. If anything, it made people expect more while still doubting him, because he didn't look like a future star. He wasn't dominant physically. He wasn't explosive. He wasn't overpowering anyone. And at a young age, that matters, because basketball has always favored size and strength, and Curry had neither. He had skill, he had feel, he had a shot that people didn't fully understand yet. But that wasn't enough to impress recruiters. Coming out of high school, he wasn't heavily recruited. Big programs passed on him, didn't believe in him, didn't think he could compete at that level. So he went where he was wanted, Davidson College, a small school with little attention and even less expectation. And for most players, that's where careers fade into the background. But Curry didn't fade. He forced the world to look. The 2008 NCAA tournament wasn't just a breakout moment. It was a statement. Game after game, he took over. Not with power, but with precision. Deep threes, quick releases, movement without the ball, confidence that didn't match his size, but matched his belief. Davidson went on a run nobody saw coming. And suddenly, Stephen Curry wasn't invisible anymore. He was the story. But even then, the doubt didn't disappear. Because in basketball, people trust what they've seen before, and Curry didn't fit anything they were used to. When he entered the NBA draft, the questions followed him. Is he a point guard? Can he defend? Is he too small? Can his game translate? And despite everything he had just done, he still wasn't the top pick, not even close. But the Golden State Warriors took the chance. And at the time, nobody saw what was coming. Because the early years didn't look like greatness. They looked like uncertainty. Curry showed flashes, moments of brilliance, but they came and went. Because his body wasn't holding up. Ankle injuries, again and again and again. Every time he started to build momentum, it stopped. Every time he showed promise, he got pulled back. And eventually, people started to question everything. Not just his ceiling, but his future. Was he too fragile? Could he stay healthy? Was he worth building around? Those weren't small questions. Those were career-defining doubts. And this is where most players break. Because talent alone doesn't survive repeated setbacks. But Curry didn't rely on talent alone. He adapted, rebuilt his body, strengthened his ankles, changed his training, focused on durability as much as skill. And once he got past that phase, everything changed. Because now, he wasn't just skilled, he was available. And that's when the Warriors made a decision. That would change everything. They committed to him, built around him, created a system that maximized what he did best: movement, spacing, shooting, unpredictability. This wasn't traditional basketball. This was evolution, and Curry was at the center of it. Then came the breakthrough. 2014 to 2015. This wasn't just a good season. This was the start of something different. Curry wasn't just scoring. He was bending defenses, pulling up from distances that forced teams to rethink everything, creating space that didn't exist before, moving without the ball in ways defenders couldn't track, winning MVP, winning a championship, and changing perception. Because now, the conversation shifted from, can he succeed, to, how do you stop him? And the truth was, you couldn't. Not in the traditional sense. Because the way he played didn't follow traditional rules. Then came the next level. 2015 to 2016. This is where Curry stopped being great and became historic. More range, more confidence, more control. A unanimous MVP, the first ever. Think about that. Out of every MVP season in history, he was the only one where nobody disagreed. That's impact. That's dominance. That's transformation. And the ripple effect? It changed everything. Kids started shooting from deeper. Teams started valuing spacing over size. Big men started learning to shoot. The entire structure of basketball shifted because of one player. Stephen Curry didn't just succeed in the system. He became the system. But what makes his story powerful isn't just what he achieved. It's how he got there. Doubted, overlooked, injured, questioned, and still, he rose. Not by becoming what people expected, but by forcing the game to adjust to him. And that's rare, because most players adapt to the game. Very few change it. And Curry did exactly that. This isn't just the story of a player. It's the story of a shift, a transformation, a moment where everything changed, because one person refused to fit the mold. And in doing that, he didn't just become great. He redefined what greatness looks like. This is the rise of Stephen Curry. Welcome to Clutch Corner, where pressure makes decisions.